Dear students, as you are the students of postgraduate, we are going to study a paper of comparative literature. Before going to deal with the syllabus, I would like to tell you the importance of comparative literature in today's period. While studying comparative literature, you can get the knowledge of different languages from different countries, and you can enhance your interpretative abilities and critical thinking through the study of comparative literature. For this paper, we are going to study or we are going to compare some Marathi work with English work, and in this sense we can get an idea of two different types of culture, that is English culture and culture of Indian society. So we have a first topic, that is general topic or a survey topic. In the first topic we have the major topic, that is what is comparative literature. Let me discuss about the foundation for comparative literature. Comparative literature is the study of other languages and literary traditions. In the comparative study, we have to study the other languages and their literary traditions, the various language devices in that language, the appreciation both of their intrinsic value and that which introduce them with the sum of the human condition. It is a study of two different culture and their behavior. It is the rather study of the two different aspects of the society. It is an integral to free trade in an intellectual and spiritual sense in the life of the mind. It is a study of the human behavior. In comparative literature, we have to study the various aspects of the language, and then what is comparative literature? It is the discipline of studying literature internationally. We have to study literature internationally. We have to cross the boundaries of countries to go deep into the human psyche across national borders. It is a study of across national borders, across time periods. There is no foundation of time periods. We can choose any text, any two texts of contemporary period, and it is a study of across languages. We can compare any languages in comparative literature. Across genres, we can study any kind of genres, such as play, novel, short stories, then other genres of the literature. We can study it across boundaries between literature and other arts. We can do a comparative study of music, painting, dance, film. We can study two films, the two different types of music and painting. It gives us very beautiful aspects of the life. It can study across disciplines, literature and psychology, philosophy. In comparative literature, when we study a comparative literature, we can study philosophy. Simultaneously, we can study science, we can study history, and we will get the better idea of the architecture in both countries. It is a study of literature without walls. This is a very appropriate description, that it is a study of literature without walls. In comparative literature, as Peter Brook says, that comparative literature is the essence of undisciplined discipline. Comparative literature is a just correct and rigorous reading technique. It is a close reading technique. It is a rigorous and robust technique, a way to pay attention to the oral and written manifestations. We have to very careful while we study comparative literature, because it is the manifestation of language, one that privileges certain components of those acts. Those components are not forgotten in any literary study but are highlighted in a comparative literature. While doing a comparative study, we compare translate as a whole. Comparative literature is a comparative technique centered in the particularities of translation. This process begins with the own language that the individual generations. For comparative literature, we have to select our mother tongue because it is easy to do a comparative study from our mother tongue language to any foreign language. Obviously, we have to study Marathi text from a Marathi language, that is our mother tongue, and text from the English language. Um, it is a study of the individuals, generations, groups, social classes, profession, and ideologies, past and present. It is a study of past and present. Uh, while translation means understanding any communicated discourse inside the own language. To conclude the discussion of the concept of comparative literature, we can say that the comparative literature is a study of two different types of culture. Comparative literature is a study of literature beyond the boundaries of a single country. It is a study of the relationship between literature and other areas of knowledge. It is a study of literature and other areas of language. There is other areas of languages, style, linguistics, and pragmatics and deconstruction of the language. The arts in the general, painting, sculpture, architecture, music, philosophy, history, social sciences, and political sciences, economy, sociology. Whilst studying the text from English language, simultaneously we can study the economy of the contemporary period, as sociology means the social tendency of the people, habits, passions, and rituals and moral values among the people. The experimental science as the new technologies, religion. This is the very important aspect. When we study literature in the comparative perspective, that time we can study the two different types of literature. To sum up, it is the comparison of a given literature with other fields of human expression. A summary introduction of the author's periods and context. We, while comparing, we can make a summary of other literature, a summary of the works, form, and content. Original thesis you will prove in your explanation. The original thesis you will prove your explanation. Then in a comparative study, you have idea that we can compare Natasamrat with the King Lear and other Marathi plays with the other writers in the world. You have an idea that Pygmalion can be compared with Pula Deshpande's famous play Tipula Rani. This comparative literature gives us a very deep insight to enhance our boundaries of language. This is the brief idea of the comparative literature. This is all for today's lecture. Thank you very much.